We are down to the final event for the individuals at the 2019 Reebok CrossFit Games. And we could see history made and history repeated. Thanks for being with us, everybody. I'm Sean Woodland alongside Chase Ingram. Tia Toomey trying to become the first woman to ever win 3 individual championships at the CrossFit Games. And Matt Fraser trying to join Rich Froning as the only men to ever win 4. Event 12 for the women, as they will start, is the standard in 3 benchmark workouts back to back to back.
I mean, what an event to close out a long weekend of competition. We have 10 athletes remaining in the field, yet it's Tia-Clair Toomey sitting above all of them. Like I said, what she has done this weekend is we're switching roles. Tia's doing what Fraser's done over the last few years, and Matt's actually flipping into what Tia's having to struggle with here at the CrossFit Games. And to see her take this step forward, not a step, leaps and bounds ahead of what she's been doing for the last couple of years, is borderline scary to watch.
Bethany Shadburn taking the floor. Carrie Pierce, who at one point led this competition, coming out for her final event. But you mentioned Tia Toomey and what she has done. Every finish out of 11 events so far has been inside the top 4 except for 2. That's 9 finishes inside the top 4 and 2 12th place finishes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and those finishes outside of it are 12th. 12th one time when there were 75 athletes into the field, and 12th on another time, an event that lasted 1 minute and 35 seconds, where anything can happen. So it's not even like 12th place is a bad thing. I mean, think about that. Over the last years of both men and the women's side, they've all had one that they punted into the stands.
Jamie Greene and Katrin Davidsdottir are going to have a battle here. Whoever wins this event between the two of them is going to wind up on the podium most likely, barring some other things that might happen. But Jamie Greene only trails Katrin Davidsdottir by 3 points for 3rd place overall.
And as you see Kristin Holte taking the field, she's not aside of that battle and competition because she's sitting in 2nd place with only a 40-point lead. Here's the deal though, it's 42 points. So only being, well, I say only being 10 points between, but that difference needs to be, you add another place finishing, so it might as well be 50.
Your overall standings, Tia Toomey has mathematically clinched. She needs to get through this event in order to make it official. Kristin Holte is trying to hang on to 2nd. It would be her first ever finish on the podium. And Katrin Davidsdottir will have to fend off a challenge from Jamie Greene for 3rd place overall.
And the way this event stacks up, 30 clean and jerks at 95 and 135, your traditional Grace event, followed by 30 ring muscle-ups, and then 30 snatches at 135 and 95. You're gonna see a much different pace out of the gates for these individuals than we saw on the teams.
One event stands between Tia Toomey and history. We are underway. Event 12.
Now look at the difference between the strategies between these athletes. Tia-Clair Toomey on the left side of your screen, opting for singles, Holte as well. Where on the right side, I've seen Jamie Greene and Amanda Barnhart touch and going some reps. You gotta forget, you're going into ring muscle-ups, which is not a strength for Amanda Barnhart. It isn't make up time in the beginning, it's control your effort and save some energy for that middle part.
Jamie Greene right now is through 10 of those first 30 repetitions. There are 90 total reps in this event. Now Jamie Greene through 13. Katrin Davidsdottir 3 reps behind her. It is early. We have 90 total repetitions in this event. And as Chase said, after this, it's 30 muscle-ups.
Well, here's what I'm looking at between Jamie Greene and Katrin Davidsdottir is that who won Amanda 45 in 2017? Jamie Greene. Who has a hard time with high volume ring muscle-ups traditionally over the years? Katrin Davidsdottir. So you're sitting in that battle for 3rd and 4th. There's might be, I say Jamie's probably going a little too fast. Maybe she knows how well she can handle the ring muscle-ups based off her performances in the past.
Carrie Pierce is on the left of your screen, and She is someone who excels when she gets on the rings. And Katrin Davidsdottir has crept up into third right now as Jamie Greene is through 23 of those 30 repetitions here at Grace, 95 pounds on the barbell.
And as we taught Greene, Davidsdottir, Toomey is sitting there comfortably in second pace. I like the pace that she's currently holding on to. I didn't say Kristin Holte's name a whole lot. She's sitting in second place with only a 42-point advantage on Davidsdottir and Greene. And with this new system with 10 people left to go, that's going to be the difference between a 5-place difference. And that's, right now when you look at the standings, Holte's in that position.
Jamie Greene still in the lead. Tia Toomey and Katrin Davidsdottir sit in second, and it's Amanda Barnhart in third. Toomey is done. She will go to the chalk bucket. And now on to part 2 of this event, the 30 muscle-ups. Toomey pulling ahead of Jamie Greene. Davidsdottir pulling ahead of Jamie Greene. Whoever wins the race between the two of them winds up probably on the podium. So Jamie Greene gets to work first on the 30 muscle-ups. She is not on the screen right now. Davidsdottir's on the left. She is in the long pants. Tia Toomey on the right.
Ooh, left side. Katrin Davidsdottir went for, I would consider, a big set for her, a set of 5. And that 5th rep, she was slow to turn over. And that takes a lot out of your shoulders. And you do not want to see that happen in the first 5 reps.
Because coming up next to finish this event, 30 snatches, it's Isabel at 95 pounds. And Tia Toomey now has taken the lead. Jamie Greene has fallen off the pace. Toomey is through 40 of the 90 scored repetitions. They will move forward every 10 muscle-ups that they complete. So Toomey right in the middle of the floor. And Tia Toomey is looking for her 5th win of the competition.
Tia looks great on the ring. She had 2 big sets to start that set of 30. They'll advance forward every 10. Fraga moves forward. Barnhart moves forward.
Amanda Barnhart, we talked to her a while back during the season. She said she has worked a lot on her upper body pulling, and it is paying off here. She is now in third place. So Tia Toomey sits in first. She's through 47 now, 48 of the 90 reps. Jamie Greene 7 back, but Jamie Greene is ahead of Katrin Davidsdottir, who is now on the left of your screen just getting to the ring. So Jamie Greene trying to work her way onto the podium. The race for third is between her and Katrin Davidsdottir. Toomey's done, 10 more muscle-ups to go.
What I'm looking at is between Katrin Davidsdottir and Jamie Greene is what their lockout is looking like when they get on top of the rings. Davidsdottir on the left side of your screen in the pink. Jamie Greene just hops up on the right side of your screen. Watch Greene's lockout. It's smooth. It's quick. She's not laboring at all. Katrin Davidsdottir is quite opposite at the moment.
Anna Fragu now has moved into second ahead of Greene. Barnhart has dropped to 4th, and it's Holte now in 5th. Kristin Holte trying to hang on to 2nd place and stay on the podium for the first time in her career. Tia Toomey with 6 reps to go before she will get to the barbell for 30 snatches at 95 pounds. She has already won 4 events in this competition. What has been a dominating performance for her here at the 2019 Reebok CrossFit Games.
On the right side of your screen, Jamie Greene's moving up to the rings behind Fragow, and Davidsdottir in the back left part, still working on her 2nd set of 10 ring muscle-ups.
Davidsdottir has fallen off the pace, and now she fails a repetition. So Jamie Greene could wind up on the podium here.
They still got to look where Holte is relative to Davidsdottir. It looked like Holte has actually moved up ahead of her by just 2 reps.
Tia Toomey is done. 30 reps remain for Tia Toomey. 95 pounds on the barbell. Anna Fragu sits in 2nd place. Jamie Greene is in 3rd. Katrin Davidsdottir right now 9th place in the heat. That is great news for Jamie Greene, who's trying to work her way onto the podium, and Toomey to work on the barbell through 65 now of those 90 total repetitions.
Now, Holte has made up a lot of ground on the muscle-ups, but when they got to the ring, she was back into 6th or 7th place overall. So I would hope that she can give herself enough lead time on Davidsdottir to get to the bar with enough time, because you know when Davidsdottir gets there, if she gets there with enough time left, based on that she gets to the ring, she'd be able to close that gap more on Holte.
19 to go for Tia Toomey. Here comes Jamie Greene. She and Franco on the bottom of your screen are on the barbell along with that woman, Tia Toomey, who with every rep is inching closer to history. Jamie Greene, meanwhile, is trying to hold off a comeback from Katrin Davidsdottir and leapfrog Davidsdottir to wind up on the podium for the first time as an individual. She's been on the podium as a member of the team.
She's part of CrossFit Yaz a few years ago after getting first overall in the Open. That was one of the biggest surprises to see that, is to take the Worldwide Open and then submit to the team for competition.
10 to go for Toomey. She's on the left of your screen. Jamie Greene now sits in second ahead of Anna Franco on the right of your screen, and it's Kristin Holte in the orange top, who is in fourth. Five more for Tia Toomey. In 2017, that was the first. 2018, that was the second. 2019, it's history. She has done it. Tia Toomey is the first woman to win 3 CrossFit Games championships. Fifth event win for Tia Toomey. Jamie Greene is your leader on the floor. She's in the green top and long black pants. She is way ahead of Katrin Davidsdottir. The two women on your screen right now may be joining Tia Toomey on the podium. Kristin Holte, who has been 7th overall at the CrossFit Games for the last 2 years, looking for her first appearance on the podium, as is Jamie Greene. Greene is in, and she will stand with Tia Toomey on the CrossFit Games podium. And now Kristin Holte, one of the most consistent athletes we have ever seen at the CrossFit Games. And Kristin Holte is done, and Kristin Holte may be wearing a silver medal at the end of the evening. Here comes Carrie Pierce. Amanda Barnhart now the leader on the floor, 4 reps ahead of Turi Helgadottir. Katrin Davidsdottir has fallen way off the pace as Barnhart is in, and we saw that miss on the muscle up.
I'll tell you exactly when that happened. And Sean, you're exactly right. We were watching earlier, is that it was that 5th unbroken muscle up to start the set of 30 ring muscle ups. Now, Katrin has been working tirelessly on improving your muscle ups, but that doesn't mean they've got exponentially better. And that 5th rep where she was slow to turn out and lock out, that was the moment that turned the tide in this event for Katrin Davidsdottir.
Haley Adams is in. What an impressive performance from the youngster Haley Adams. Such valuable experience here as she got into the top 10 and was able to close out the competition. But still take nothing away from Katrin Davidsdottir. She was basically left for dead going into the sprint event, found a way into the top 10, made it very interesting, and has gotten across the finish line to close out her competition, and Davidsdottir will take 9th in the event. Tia Toomey is the first woman to win 3 CrossFit Games championships, and she did it back to back to back.
CrossFit Games champion is your first 3-time CrossFit Games champion, Tia-Clair Toomey!
And there it is, the announcement from Dave Castro, making it official. Tia-Clair Toomey!
They're going to need a bigger trophy case down there in Cookeville.
I'm hoping maybe if I move to Cookeville, I can be a better announcer. Is that
It's better at everything, you know?
Get better at everything.
Just go to Cookeville.
Get a couple inches taller, add a little bit of weight to my bench press. Maybe, just maybe, I'll get
I know
better
where you're
at
going.
deadlifts.
I was just going to say that. Just go down there and deadlift, Chase. But Tia Toomey, 5 event wins. It's 11 event wins for her career. She, like Rich Froning, has never finished lower than second at the CrossFit Games. And you wonder if we have seen the best Tia Toomey.
I'm going to say no, and that's not to take away from what she did here. And I say that no as like everyone should be terrified at the fact that I'm saying no. She has been fighting and clawing to get where she's been at to this point. And now she knows what she's doing, has these results. And to see her work through this final event, she was ripping off massive sets on the ring muscle-ups to the point where I thought it was too many, but she kept going. The singles on the snatches kept that pace the whole way through. No, we haven't seen the best of Tia, but we may have been seeing the best female CrossFit athlete of all time.
The woman from down under is once again on top of the CrossFit world. She is our first 3-time women's champion.
This is the first time we have seen a 3-time consecutive female champion of the CrossFit Games. You were running, you got your flag, high-fiving. I mean, what sort of emotion is going through your mind right now?
Oh, it's pretty surreal, but it definitely wouldn't have been manageable without all you guys, so thank you so much.
In terms of the competition here, it has been very different this year than we've seen before. We talked about cuts earlier and the different ways that we approach the events. I mean, what has this Games meant to you in terms of how it's differed from the past?
Oh, I think it's actually very special. You know, it's the beginning of a new it's the beginning of a new beginning, I guess. That doesn't sound right, but you kind of get what I'm talking about. But so many changes. Obviously, as we spoke about it the other day, we would have loved to have all the athletes be a part of it. That said, it doesn't take any credit away from all the females sitting here and standing here on the floor today. So, yeah. It definitely wasn't easy, but we've all fought to the very end, and it's just been another great year. We've been able to show off all our hard work, and thank you so much just for the opportunity.
You have come so far in your career, and we've seen you excel so much as an athlete, as a person. We've gotten to know you over the course of the last few years. I mean, how do you continue to evolve in this sport?
Thanks, Ellen. Just honestly surrounding myself with good people. You know, I wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for my team and all my supporters. So, you know, I'm seeing everyone in the crowd there with my shirts on and everything, and then I've got family and friends, so I really, really appreciate all the love and support, and if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be going into the gym every day trying to better myself, so yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks everyone. Good job, girls.
Tia Toomey, the first women's 3-time champion and all class as she celebrates another title. Quick break, we'll be right back on the Rogue Iron Game to set up the men after this.